We're back. More Mass Effect 1. And stuff I haven't examined yet. I thought I have. Huh, weird. It's okay, by the way, new coded entries that you can look at.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I, pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours. Fun.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You want me? Top of my class in flight school? I earned that. All those comments...
I can't have you on this
Okay, even with... Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless...
How's the Normandy performing?
She's the balance. The Normandy's probably too much.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Nothing really new besides the first thing. Oh well. Yay. I do love that. Yeah. Captain saying, man, we're trying to... You should listen to us. Boop. Herp. The loading. The loading is herping. Oh god, this. By the way, Shepard, here's these crappy guns. You want these crappy level 3 guns? No. No way. Caden, can we actually talk now? I did mission, Caden. Caden.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Alenko, when it's just you and me, you can consider it off the record.
That's a generous attitude. Okay. I think there's something wrong with all this. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
We've got our orders. Belly aching won't change them.
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
I heard all about that. How companies would arrange accidents to expose people to element 0.
There was never any proof of that. It's not what happened in my case, anyway. My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
You were all teenagers. I'm sure you found other ways to occupy the time.
I'm not the sort who does that kind of thing, Commander. Not lightly, anyway. There was a girl I spent a lot of time with, but we kept our clothes on. Rana. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich. But she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful, but not stuck up about it. I think you'd have liked her.
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same. But things never felt together. Training, you know.
Duh.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
Jump Zero is a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
I want to know everything my crew is capable of, Lieutenant. We're out of our element here.
Oh, I got
If you say so, sir. Besides, I've got my past squared away. Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Dr. Tassoni. Seems like a sweet girl. Easy on the eyes. I mean, if you like the bookish sort.
Oh, I do.
Any intentions there, Lieutenant?
No, Commander. Just art appreciation.
Art
We'll talk another time,
Commander.
Art appreciation. Right. That's a good one. Hi.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Dad.
Goodbye, Commander.
Dr. Tassoni. Blueberry.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
Maybe.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
so am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Promises are easy to make, but hard to keep.
I do not begrudge you your suspicions. I just hope in time you will come to trust me.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
Maybe she's just...
Any chance she's in this for power or personal gain?
No, not the Benezia I knew. But I hadn't spoken with my mother in many years. She may have changed.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
Your unprotected mind touching. Mind melding, I mean. Yeah.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
See, they're trying to make Liara be perfect waifu for Shepard. We're really trying that.
Do you know who
But
Matriarch
no.
Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained,
But,
or so conventional wisdom would hold.
you know, biotics.
I am what is
pure
sometimes
biotics.
called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Why agree to the union if she didn't want any children?
I cannot answer that. This is all speculation on my part. It is possible she wanted to be part of my life, but something happened to her before she had the chance. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
Well, there you go.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander. I get the feeling you want to ask me something.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
You're right. That doesn't sound very interesting.
On occasion, I have run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumbled across small bands of privateers. That probably does not seem very exciting to someone like you. I guess seeking out history's lost secrets holds a special appeal for me. I would give a century of my life to discover a beacon like the one you found on Eden Prime. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please,
fine,
just pretend this conversation never happened.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Well then. And now to go downstairs to talk to everyone else. The only problem though is I'm pretty sure Reds, Garrus, and Terry have nothing new to say. Anything
Looking
new?
for supplies?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Hurricane. Nothing really new. Oh well.
Commander, I wanted to
What
thank
for, Garrus?
Oh, now you want
you
that.
for everything. Taking me with you, letting me be part of your team. I've learned a lot. I've thought about what you said, about eliminating the threat immediately, regardless of the cost. You were right. You were right about Dr. Salian, too. Killing him was the only solution. This way, we'll know he'll never hurt anyone again.
I'm glad you see it that way. Keep that in mind when we meet Saren.
Don't worry, Commander. I will.
I think that basically means we've resolved Garrus's.
Commander,
I don't have time for this.
Goodbye, Commander.
Sorry, Garrus. I guess that means we resolved Garrus.
Oh, before I go, you said you're serving with Commander Shepard now? We saw him on the news here. He's cute. Later, sis.
Tell me you didn't hear that.
Afraid I did.
Oh, shoot me now.
That could be arranged.
One of my sisters. That's Sarah, the youngest. Surprised to see you here, sir. Thought you'd be chatting up what's-her-name? Tassoni?
No.
Liara, why would you think that?
Scuttlebutt says you got a bit of a thing for her. I could understand why. The crew's off limits with the regs against fraternization. And at least she looks like a woman.
I don't see how my personal life is any of your business, Chief.
Exactly.
It's not. I just thought we were getting along pretty well, sir.
But... you...
I think I gave you the wrong impression.
Just
No
'cause I
worries, sir.
talked to-
Probably for the best anyway. The regs frown on fraternization. I won't keep you anymore. Have fun, Commander.
The problem with Mass Effect 1. That was the problem with most Bioware games. Did I ever actually flirt with her? No, we talked. Apparently that counts as, oh, you getting on with me. No. We'll go bang Liara then. No. I can see it. Yeah, I remember Deathbird's problem. He didn't even do anything towards them, and yet he somehow ended up with Liara, even though he said no.
Never a dull moment with you, Shepard.
Anything new?
You ever go on any missions like ours before?
Saving the galaxy from certain destruction? No. But I've had my share of adventures.
Oh, yay, adventures.
Do you remember any that stick out?
A few. I remember one time I was hired by a Volus diplomat. What an ass.
I guess even politicians have need of mercs from time to time, huh?
All the time.
Time to time. If it wasn't for politicians, I'd be out of work. They're always looking for ways to get ahead. This one was no different. He wanted me to erase his past. Get rid of an old friend who knew too much. Huh. His old friend turned out to be an Asari commando.
I can see why that might give you pause.
What? No. Alina and I were old friends. Sort of. We met when we were both contracted to kill the same Turian. Neither of us wanted the other one to get him first. We spent more time fighting each other than tracking that Turian.
Which one of you made it first?
It was a tie. I brought back his head. She got the rest of him. As far as I know, we both got paid. Anyway, when I told Alina about the diplomat's contract, she and I had a good laugh about it.
So what did you do?
Well, I wasn't going to lose the contract, but I respected Alina. In the end, I let her pick the location where we'd fight. She chose some old Solarian space station overrun with mercs and smugglers. That way we didn't have to worry about hurting any innocent bystanders. She always was a bit of a softie.
What happened on the station?
What didn't happen? For 2 days I chased her through that station. Used my entire store of ammunition. Had to kill a bunch of mercs and use their crap weapons. By the 3rd day, the station was barely holding together. The mercs were dead or gone. Life support was failing. But I had her. She'd locked herself in the med labs. She was trying to patch herself up. Damn tough, that one. Then just when I thought I had her, the station's core went critical. barely made it back to my ship in time.
I assume the Asari Commando didn't make it?
I watched the station from a distance. I never saw her leave. And when that place blew, there was nothing left larger than a Turian's right nut. So I headed back to the diplomat to give him the good news and collect my pay. But before I got halfway there, Alina sent me a message. Better luck next time. Now, I'm not superstitious, but if someone can survive that, well, they deserve to live.
Well, there you go.
At least for a bit longer.
What about the diplomat? He wanted her dead.
I told him the truth. Alina was still alive and she was really pissed. I told him if he wanted to live, he'd need me around to protect him.
You're smarter than you look, Rex.
He kept me on as his personal guard until he died. Natural causes. Easiest job I've ever had. A little boring, but credits are credits.
So long, Rex.
I forgot about those that I like to read. Yay, more stuff. Let's see, does Terry have anything? Terry?
It feels like we're getting near the end, doesn't it, Shepard?
No.
With Saren, I mean.
No.
If we don't stop him soon,
actually.
it'll be too late.
We have already begun.
You'll find the conduit before he does. I know you will. You have to.
We did one mission.
And after this is all over, when my pilgrimage ends and I go back to my own people, I'll be proud to say I was a part of it.
This isn't about you.
We couldn't have done this without you, Telly.
You've been good to me. A lot of people treat Quarians like second-class citizens. They just want us to go back to our fleet and disappear. But you've treated me just like everyone else on your crew. Like an equal. That means a lot, and it says something about you. Whatever happens, I just want to say thank you for that.
Where's my heart option?
I'm gonna miss you when you go back to your own people, Telly.
That won't happen for a while yet. I'll be right here anytime you need me.
I should go.
See you later.
Something I can do for you, Commander.
No.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Sad. Oh well, at least we talked to people. At least we talked to people. Okay, so where did I say I was gonna go next? Horse head and everything. Embrace eternity. Let's see, what do we have? We have Witania. Which is nothing. We have a Megalonus. Which is Boss Guns family. She's got the remains of damaged research vessel. Bringing newer content finds no signs of life, but they bring back a Arkham Outpost insignia. More insignias. This looks like a planet. That we can land. So we'll come back to it. Oh, here's a thermometer with plutonium. Okay, so let's go to the thermometer. I mean, Amaretthine. Looks like another cold planet. Let's take the R for now. We're actually well balanced. Because we have the tech spacious, the buyout spacious, and I'm okay, so. Oh, that's good for him. Ooh, 6 points. What do I want to put points into? Well, I can max out sniper rifle. I guess I could work towards immunity. Charm. First aid won't be terrible, but Dara, what you got? Boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop. I could go for electronics. Authorization overload tech skill. Sorted or side. It reduces the recharge time on all ions. First aid heroes. So basically, hey, you should go for first aid. Anyway. Yeah, she's all sorts of fun, isn't she? Tell me what you got. Yay. Seriously, Terry's thing is like, oh, it just increases your shields. I know I'm going to increase your tech quotient. Or it's just your shields. Okay, so it's that. Iridium. Because yeah, we haven't really found iridium yet, have we? Yeah, it's like a major thing in, you know, aspect 2. Iridium, platinum, silver, palladium. Have we found palladium? Anyway, boop. This planet is there could be anything over on this side. So I'm not going near there.
Cover me!
This one's fun. I won't go fast enough. Oh well. Aye, they are. There's this. And this. Oh. I was gonna say, why does she have that? She's bionic, yet, oh yeah, she can has overload, so I guess it makes sense. But yeah, it doesn't make sense. And that armor looks good. Or doesn't look good. Okay, but okay, so what we got? We had one of these. You found an indicated beaded necklace marked with a. So now we have a necklace. Versus that. We may have found all of them. Good. Still need more heavy metals and rare things. Yeah, more of those. It's like 9 hours steps. Okay, the question is this the posture take or one of them? Oh, we're gonna find out.
Heading out.
Hello again, Commander Shepard. I owe you a debt of gratitude. With my former partners dead, this syndicate is now mine. I could not have done it without you.
Those men deserve to die. Now, are we going to have a problem?
Not if I can help it, Commander. I hope you can see that I am by far a lesser evil than those men. Under my leadership, this organization will restrict itself to gambling and smuggling illegal technologies. There will be no drugs and no slave-taking for the Batarians. Those days are over.
I'm giving you one chance to live through this. Shut this gang down.
I cannot believe you place such a high priority on stopping such petty, victimless crimes. If I disband the gang, I walk away freely. I have not come so far to be arrested. I would die before going to prison. I would most certainly kill before going to prison. Now, do we have a deal?
You're free to go. I don't ever want to see this gang again. If I do...
You won't. I'm not so foolish as to break my word to a Spectre. Now, if you'll excuse me, my men become nervous in the presence of law enforcement agents. Goodbye, Shepard.
Okay, bye. Whoop.
You lead. I'll follow.
I can't even talk to her. So, you guys just gonna stand around doing nothing? I guess you are. Well, I hope you don't mind if I loot the place. I can't loot it. Wait, I can loot it. Haha. Well, let's go see what's upstairs. I mean, I came all the way out now. Might as well loot the place. mouse thing. Oh well. Yeah, I see it over there. Do I want to though? Do I have useless stuff in it? I mean, it's XP. It all adds up. Well, level 30, I forget what the match level is. Well, looks like it can keep going, so... Looks like 50. Okay, so the question is, do I want to go looking around for the already know commandos? Go again. No, at least 2 a planet, right? Yep, there was 3 on that one. Oh my god, video. Maybe have like the Sarah video. Yeah, back stop. All those questions.
En route.
Much more thorium. Come on. Boop, boop. There. Yay. Boop. Boop. I'm just gonna head you to the next location. That should be alright. Yeah. Oh, what we got? We have a Bethesda guy on. No. We have a train them. Nothing. Okay, we have Ankara. Everything. We don't need gases though. Yunser? Yeah, cover ancient deep space probe, slowly orbiting Yunthro. Type raw important dispatch with it. Transformer League 1 Medallion. Yay. Use 30 those. Then Samhain. Wait, what? What? But I can't land on someone? Oh, cause I get fancy over aircraft power, so it's awesome and stuff like nuclear engine drive. These sorts of no point. Now then, she's that way we can't land him. Yet there's a picture. If there's a picture, it means we should be able to land, right? Never. Anyway, rats and oh, my usual squad. Download some stuff. Good. Okay, so what we have? Oof, we have a lot of shit going on. Like, okay, man.
Getting to position.
Hazard. Here's this person trying to mark the nearby manager spot when he died. But, okay, so that just basically tells me, hey, there was a manager closet. It doesn't really give me anything. I mean, thanks, game. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. I got decent money for things. And if we don't put that and factory. Okay, so what do we have? A bunch of solar arrays. And a thingy. Appears to be no one left with the cat. Generator still functioning. There was no signs of the former occupants. Cat's computer notes several locations of interest. Oh. Well, that's convenient. So there are like 3 members left. Shit. I know. There's this one. Going at most is 66% better efficiency. Well. Oh well. And the thing that looks like gold, but instead cobalt. Cobalt should be blue, not gold. What the? Yeah. Boop. The beacon was a gift. So 2 points. Let's put those 2 points in. Oh, download stuff. Yay. That's massive assault rifles and let's just put points in Krogan Battlemaster. I sure gave you points in Warp as well, but I couldn't be asked. Tell me what you got. Not much. Not much. problem though is there's gonna be those two to get out. Okay, so anyway. Stress beacons, camps, abandoned. Oh, hey, we finally found Palladium. So I guess they hate things. Probably found one before and I just don't remember. I think it actually increases more for level. I want to toss, and maybe it's more fun by how many people let it so far. I'll tell you. So, what do we have here? Terms? Oh, line. Why is that a line to return? There goes it. Why are that? Into a line of fire, that works too.
Think we're good, Commander?
You do? No. Well, now we're getting at least level 6 stuff. Which isn't terrible, except for the fact we have level 10. And I think by most things that you probably wouldn't reach level 10 stuff in a single playthrough. I didn't really need to take that. Since I do have medical exoskeletons. I think, yeah, by most you'd only reach like level 7 or 8. You have to start a new game with the benefits from the old game. Okay, so what's next? Let's see, we had some coded entry, but otherwise nothing really. Okay. This is thing. And we found Captain Will. You just got the first Captain Will and must be matched these difference wrapped tightly around a small day pad. So we take the day pad. Here's the thing. I see you over there, great. I'm gonna leave you. Still have stuff to do, exploring the rest of the planet. More storage lockers if I should, but I can't be asked. It's bad enough I have to go to these other locations still before we leave anyway. Okay, so we save. We're hitting on that's how to go back to the city. Check the shops. The usual. So that's where I could buy licenses, Mexican Canadian, manager, address. You know, manager. So what is this? Ancient debris. What could it be? What could it be? Why, it's going for an old model creator apartment structure with jetty outprocessing. I was going to say, don't I have all the material that's used? Why am I still there? I don't know. Probably extras just in case.
On my way.
Whew. So shred around, shred around. Okay, anyway, head back up. Okay, so now it's time we head back to the Citadel. So, hope y'all enjoyed, thank y'all, and have a nice day. We're making progress. Making progress.